Yo. Hey guys.
Are you doing alright?
How's everyone?
Good, man.
Yeah, just saw the news. Man, that sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello, everybody.
I was curious to see the impact on the coin versus the euro or the dollar, but no change at all.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
How you all going?
Hello.
How's it going?
How's everybody? How you feeling, Steve?
I'm very sad.
Yeah?
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. It was going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
One thing we've all got in common.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And how you feeling, really? I mean, because you said you were ill this morning.
Yeah. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I'm just fighting it at the minute. You know, just if you just stay in and do nothing all day, it tends to get worse, don't it? Scottish, and they love royalty, the Scots.
Hi, everybody. We're in Discord at the moment. If you want to come and join us, just go onto my screen over here. We're about to join Discord and talk about all of the stuff that's going on at the
Not been a
moment.
good week for Dead Zone, has it?
You can hear. So I'm going to jump into Discord. We're just going to be chatting about the strategies and things like that. No, it hasn't been a very good week for Dead Zone at all. There's been a couple of other setups that a couple of people have had better luck than my one, unfortunately. Yeah, it's like I said, I had.
I think a lot of bots have struggled, David. I don't think it's just Dead Zone. I think a lot of bots have struggled the last week.
Yes, I have. I'm part of a lot of other communities as well, and I think that the bouncing around between such a small level has caused bouncing around and bouncing down. Because even if you look at the dead zone, I mean, a lot of it was predicted a dump, and the dump come a bit later. And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of algorithms have suffered a lot this week, without doubt. Yes, but I sort of was going to start releasing the other ones, the rest of them, like for Ada, for ETH and all of that, and it sort of gave me a bit of a cold shower, and I thought I better wait for a week to make sure that it goes a little bit better before releasing it to everybody. Things like Ada have gone a little bit better. They've predicted a little bit better, but yeah. So I waited a bit to see how they continue, whether it was the algorithms, whether it was just the period we're going through, or whatever. So
it seems shorting is a lot safer than longing at the minute as well.
Yeah.
Yes. But, it's
Daniel 192 has put in chat, the Queen has died.
Yeah.
All the foreigners will be laughing at us, they'll think, what's wrong with these guys?
Totally. All right, we're in voice chat. If you have any questions, we are in voice chat. If we have any questions, here we go. Off we go. There's already a couple of us. Hello, everybody. Anybody that's just joined? How you all going?
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hello. There's a couple of people that are muted, server. I'll unmute you if you want to be muted. It's Gareth. There was another one there that's already been unmuted. Okay, perfect. Just give it a couple of seconds.
So hopefully this AMA you tell us you've found a strat that's going to earn us £1 million.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I suppose
still working
if you
on that,
start off with £1 million, you've got £1 million in you. Yeah. I've been part of a couple of algo trading groups, and like I said, it's been a bit of a weird week, but I have been building some things in Python over the past couple of days to offer a Python alternative to anybody who wants. Also been looking at very much looking at statistical arbitrage, which is a different, maybe less riskier way of trading. Obviously, everything in trading is risky, but maybe a little bit less risky because you take two positions, one short, one long at the same time on two different pairs, expecting with the mean reversion, expecting them to come back to the mean. And I've been looking at that a lot. Well, I've been looking for that about 2 months now and been building a Python bot. So that's quite interesting. So those kind of things I've started to add to the GitHub so that anybody can download. And so what I'll do is I'll put up my screen so that I can give everybody the good old disclaimer and get on, I guess. Here we go.
Did you see Mr. AT earlier? And he put it's not financial advice. Went too late at Football Farm on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
This is just for entertainment value only.
Yeah.
It is indeed. Absolutely. Right, so
but it'd be nice to make some money as well, though, wouldn't it?
It would, yes, indeed. It's nice to see the screenshots when everybody's happy and that things like that. But obviously, I've not got the education of a financial advisor, so as you can see on my screen, I'm not in the slightest a trading guru. Just here to try and debunk the markets with code and math, and try and debunk using some strategies, find some strategies, go through good ones and bad ones. So please backtest as always before using any of the scripts that I provide or strategy ideas. So, hello everybody, welcome to another voice chat. Welcome to all the members. Thanks for joining me. As always, this is sort of a thing that we do weekly. I haven't been in for the beginning of the week, but I normally do it twice a week. And we've got also Scope and Johnny, who are going to be doing some lives as well, hopefully in the near future. Johnny would like to do one next week I believe it's next week. He will be in a minute, I should imagine. He's going to come in and say hello, and he wants to start next week, I believe, or maybe at the end of this week, doing some live streams about the ABC strategies and things like that. So there'll be more and more live streams inside of the group. But getting back to the point, it is a conversation. Anybody that's got any questions, please don't hesitate to interrupt at any time. Just to interrupt, talk, to ask the questions, jump away. That's what I'm here for. And yeah, so if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask me. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Scope. Carry on, mate.
No, it's all right, mate. I wasn't going to say what interesting.
No problem.
I was just going to say pretty soon people will be able to like mime this,
Yeah, absolutely.
Like introduction. You'll be able to pick somebody to do it every week.
Yeah.
Not in the training guru in the slightest, but yeah. Different member each week.
Yeah. Imagine people have been here for a year, because it's almost been a year that we've been here for. So some of them have been listening to that for a whole year, like Steve.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve, mate.
It's all right.
Steve will be able to do it in a David Attenborough voice or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not in the training guru in the slightest.
Yeah. Just.
It's funny when you see people return as well that have been gone a while.
Yes, yeah, it's nice. I mean, when like people like Mr. Wonder have been back and forth quite a few times. I saw also that one of the members from the very, very beginning, Vlad will be able to remind me his name from the very, very beginning, who's one of the first, has come back this week as well.
Strong P.
Strong P, yeah, that was it. Yeah, P came back this week as well. So nice to see people from the beginning coming back and saying hello. That's nice. Yes. So what I'll do is I'll go through what I've been doing this week. If anybody's got any questions, like I said, don't hesitate to ask at any point, or if you've got anything you want to talk about, that's what we're here for. So I've been doing quite a lot of Python scripts, trying to build the boilerplate, which I've been working on for about a month and a bit now. The actual boilerplate, converting it into Python, so we have a Python alternative using Vector BT for backtesting. Been trying to do that. I have got a GitHub. I'll just pull up my GitHub somewhere along the line. Well, I've got GitHub, which is github.com/DavidTech, I believe, /David.me maybe. I'll put the link into the general chat where you'll be able to find those scripts. So like I said, I'm trying to build an alternative. There's a couple of reasons. One, like Marco B, who isn't here today, suggested, was maybe trying to find a way of quickly backtesting a large number of indicators, and then using some kind of for loop or something like that to go through those indicators and find maybe a good mix or match. Thank you very much, Vlad. Vlad has just put my GitHub into the general chat. Be able to do a sort of a for loop to be able to find some indicators and be able to build some kind of mix and match of indicators and finding their best settings and creating strategies that way. Another idea, which was but very much first brought up to by Steve, and then we had Tennington, who started building some really good setups inside of the general chat here. Inside of Discord here. if you go here up to TDMP, he's doing a neural network setup, which is his own script. Well, it's based on somebody else's script, which was on TradingView, but he's modified it and added things like stop losses and things like that to it. So he's building this kind of neural network, and I'd like to try and build that into something like Python. Well, I would like to build it in Python so that we can sort of maybe find those neural network settings a little bit faster than having to do it manually on TradingView and things like that. So just be an alternative that I'll be adding to that. So I will be doing during the week. Oh, I did my GitHub there. Forgot about that. Yeah, I will be doing during the next couple of weeks videos on CCXT, which is the Python library for us to be able to connect directly to our exchange. I've been using it quite a lot in the past couple of days because, past week or so, because I've been rebuilding the David Tech bot, which connects us to the Bybit exchange. So I've been connecting that, building that, and it works very, very well with VectorBT, which is a back testing script for Python. So anybody who doesn't really want to do Python, I totally understand. I'll always try and build some kind of web interface so that you can use it, and I'll build videos, and there'll always be. It's more of a idea of being able to find things easier, like settings for indicators and things like that. Ideas, coming up with ideas and things like that for in Python, and then putting them across to TradingView as well. So we have both of them. So you'll be able to find the Python scripts that I've been building. I've also started statistical arbitrage. There's a paper which I'll just put in here into the general chat. I think this is the right link, if I remember rightly.
Is the arbitrage based on a Bybit as well?
Yes, it is indeed, yes. So it's one exchange. So there's several ways of doing arbitrage. There's obviously triangular arbitrage, where you take three pairs and you buy in a triangle.
I don't think Bybit's very good for that.
No, that's
because there's not enough. There's not enough on Bybit for the triangle version.
Yeah, the triangle version is better when you use it through different exchanges. As statistical arbitrage, what it does is it takes, for instance, let's take. I'm going to take the most simple example. You take Bitcoin and Ethereum, who tend to move in the same direction all the time. Like this week, we have Ethereum pumping and Bitcoin not particularly pumping. Because they go in the same direction in general, what we'd do is we'd have the meme, and we'd expect Bitcoin to pump slower. So you take a long on Bitcoin, and you'd expect Ethereum to revert to the meme. So you'd expect it to go down. So you'd short. So you'd long Bitcoin you'd long Bitcoin whilst shorting Ethereum. And then what we'd do is we'd build a bot, which I'm building at the moment, which would go through all of the coins on Bybit, and it will test for I think it's called coin integrity. I think it is sort of a match, I suppose. It's matching the pairs to see whether they're moving in the same direction often. So it tests them. We're using an indicator called the Z index, I believe that it's called. It tests them. There's plenty of those kind of indicators that we could test two coins against each other. And then what we'd do is we would run a bot in the background, which would check every 15 minutes to see if there's if Bitcoin's gone one way, Ethereum's gone the other, and then it would take the place the short and the long, depending on whether Bitcoin's pumping and or whatever the two pairs are. And that's something that I was looking at. I think it was about 2 months ago I was starting to look at it, and I've been reading a lot about it. There's a huge hedge fund in Illinois that is one of the I believe it's in Illinois, one of the bigger hedge funds I think that their revenue is something like I think that I read this week was a revenue of something like $1 billion per year, which is pretty impressive. And they're doing only statistical arbitrage. Now, obviously, my Python scripts are not the same sort of Python scripts that a hedge fund would have. But if we can profit from the movement and have our own version of it, it would be great. Obviously, I'll backtest it using. You can backtest it using things like Python. Vector BT by using their backtesting capabilities. I'll be able to backtest on previous pumps and dumps and things like that, or mean reversion. So I'll be able to backtest it all before actually releasing it. What I'll do is I'll release it as I go along anyway. I've started building it. I'll release it as I go along.
I'm not sure I understand.
My Siri doesn't ever understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'll release it as I'm going along and sort of give some quick tutorials on how to set it up and how it works and how the idea behind it. I put a paper Sorry, somebody just knocked on my door. I've just put a paper into about deep learning statistical arbitrage into the general chat, so everybody can see and read that as well. So yeah, it looks promising. I like the idea behind that because it's slightly slightly less risky. Something there. A couple of questions. Somebody said that was about to tell me. Really appreciate your work. Thank you very much, Pete. Very nice. Jane, could you fix the David Tech bot? Lots of don't open orders. Okay, so David Tech bot had a couple of changes this week, over the past couple of days. It seems that there seems to be a couple of problems. There seems to be, I have the log, there seems to be a couple of problems. I'm having problems with changing leverage and changing the cross to isolated on bit by bit, so you have to do that manually. And also the white labeled IP has apparently been white labeled this morning, but up until this morning you had to white label a IP. But I have retaken the code. I'll jump through to this slide very quickly. I have taken all of the code myself and recoded it from A to Z this week and over the past couple of days.
Yeah?
Hi there. Oh, no, okay. So Marco, right, Marco, how you going, mate?
Sorry, my
No
mistake.
problem. How's things going, mate?
Oh, very good. Yes, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No problem, mate. No problem. Yeah, so I'm recoding everything from A to Z in the David Tech bot to be more adapted to the David Tech indicators. Will work with others, but will work better with the David Tech bots than it does at the moment. I'm using CCXT myself inside of it. A couple of people have said that they've come across problems with it, but for what we need, CCXT is fantastic. It adapts very, very quickly, and I'll be able to add many more exchanges much easier. So I'll be able to fix any problems it will have over the next couple of days. Add Binance, add FTX, KuCoin, and also I'm going to be adding a Telegram bot as well as the Discord bot that's already there. But I just know that a lot of people have asked about the Telegram bot because they've got Telegram on their phones and it separates it from the Discord as it is at the moment with everybody, with all of the messages we get inside Discord. The messages get a bit lost, so some people have asked me to add Telegram, and as it's quite simple, I've decided to add the Telegram bot as well. So yes, I know that there has been a couple of problems with it over the past couple of days, but I am doing my best to try and find solutions to it. and recode everything from A to Z. Yeah, so the statistical arbitrage I'll be doing, and then no problem, Jen, no problem whatsoever. So the statistical arbitrage, I've also had a couple of people suggesting that I go and have a look at Hummingbot, which I've been through the code a lot recently. Now, Hummingbot is a market maker's algorithm. A couple of people have asked me to come up with a couple of algorithms for it recently. I know that a couple of people have had quite a lot of success with it as well. So I'll be doing some sort of private live streams where we go through Hummingbot together here. If anybody's interested in building Hummingbot algorithms, I don't know if anybody's actually used it yet before.
What do you mean, private live streams? Is
Well,
anybody
live
else
streams like
looking
this. Sorry, like this. I mean,
Oh.
just like this. I
Well,
mean,
do you have to be like special to get in? Do you have to say secret password or something?
No, I just meant not on YouTube. I just meant here as such, so that we can build it together as such. Sorry.
I've never heard of that before.
No, I never heard of it.
It's a market maker's algorithm. There's not many YouTube videos about it. There is one that I found this week. So it takes, same as the other, the arbitrage, it takes longs and shorts at the same time. If it very close to, and takes money from the spread as such. I'll go through it. Like I said, I've looked at it a little bit over the last couple of days. I've looked at the code to make sure the code looked good. They look like a real company behind the actual bot. And it's something that's completely different to all of the strategies that we're building at the moment. So I thought it would be something that we could have a look at building upon together because it looks pretty good.
David,
Yes.
the spreads, are they not too small on the big exchanges?
Maybe, Marco. I like I said, I haven't. It's not something that I'm. But there's currently, it was just a couple of people inside. One of them was yourself. I know that you were looking into this kind of bot. A couple of people have asked me to look into market making bots recently. So I come across this one. Like I said, I looked into the code, looked into the company that was behind it, and saw that it was open source, and thought that it'd be something that we could explore together as such. So, to be honest, I don't know. It'll be something that I'll be exploring and going through together. Hopefully, like I said on one of the streams, we'll go through it to see whether it actually works, and I'll backtest it as we're together.
So, okay.
Okay. A couple of.
I think anything with market maker is good.
Yeah.
That's where all money is, isn't it?
I had somebody on the phone this week who's part of the group, and they're using Hummingbot to come up with algorithms and trying to find the algorithms. I looked into the code quite a lot. A couple of weeks ago because I saw a video about it to see what was behind the code, and so it's something that I thought we could do as a group, have a look to see whether it's any good or not. So
I'll put 20 quid into it. See if I win up.
I'll test it. I'll do the TID, no problem. It's just it's the idea behind it. I thought what would be nice is if we had like an arbitrage bot. We have our strategies. We have this Hummingbot. If we have like all of the strings to our bow as such in the group, it means that everybody has the opportunities to find different ways of making money from the market instead of just the RSIs or the strategies that we're building at the moment. So just another alternative.
No wrong with RSI, David.
I know there ain't. No.
Or MACD.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, how you going?
Doing good. Hello, David.
Hi there. Hi, Johnny. How you
Yo,
going?
Johnny.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Very well, very well. Just in time. So that I've been doing. I've also somebody suggested that. Well, no, not somebody. I've been building Ollie's algorithm in the background, which has taken me a lot more time than I ever expected with the W patterns and things like that. But the funny thing is that all of these patterns seem to start going towards the harmonic patterns, which are the M's and the W's, which I've been looking at a lot. And then somebody suggested that I go and look at, I think it's called Algo Box, which is a group of traders. They trade stocks only. But they trade harmonic patterns. It's extremely, well, I consider it quite expensive. It's about £1,000 a month to be part of their group. I think it is, if I remember rightly. But they're trading only harmonic patterns.
Wow.
So obviously I looked into it a little bit deeper. And all of these patterns seem to come together with ABCs, and this one's at ABCDs and XABCDs. And so I've been spending quite a lot of time trying to build indicators. The person that sent me this also sent me this, which was very interesting, which was about harmonic patterns. And if you look at the win rates and things like that on this, of course, that went behind. There we go. I'll pull this out and so we can zoom in a little bit. They sent me this. So if you look at the win rates of found patterns on harmonics, you can see that the win rates are decent. We've got 60% win rates on average on longs. Some of them are 70. Obviously, that's going to push up the average a little bit with that 100. Some of them are 83, but we've got a decent number of trades in total of 516 when you've gone through all of the harmonic patterns. But the thing that's really interesting is the profit factor. When you look at these profit factors, they're absolutely amazing when you look at a 5.17 average profit factor on them. And then we go down here and we see the short.
That's all from the guy who does the indicator, harmonic indicator.
I'll send you a screenshot of my screen in a bit. I've got 22 of these patterns on my screen, and I'll flick them on. Check when I'm coming up to something. That
I can't remember his name. He must not.
I'll tell you his name now. I'll just load me chart. I'll just quickly
he's done them, hasn't he? He's done them all. He charges €200 or $200 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's another one. I've been using it for ages, but I don't leave it on because it auto. He who must not be named auto harmonic patterns V2. But what I do is I've picked them all out separately, and I just turn them all on when I load a chart up on high time frames and that, and then I flick them all off because your chart's just absolutely battered with pictures and lines and stuff like that. You can't even see price, so I just flick them on, see what it is, and then that's how I trade.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was going to say I found where he found the source of this information. I believe was from the guys that you were talking about a second ago, and I thought it'd be. There's also a group called, like I said, Algo Bot, who does only this on stocks, and I thought it'd be a good idea to try and make this into some kind of bot for crypto on TradingView as well. Because of the high win rate and the high profit factor that they've got. So, like Steve said, Mr. Wonder's been trying to push me towards it, and also Alsman for quite a long time. I mean, with the ABCs, it seems to make sense to go towards this, go towards it, and look more into the harmonic patterns with the indicators of the ABCs and things like that. So.
That'll be good because I can free my chart up. I've literally got like 24 indicators on my chart, and it's all patterns.
I've been absorbed by the ABCs, but maybe it's better to. Maybe it's not better. It's an add-on as such. We could add these patterns to it and trade them as bots. With the back testing, I could kind of build some kind of back testing that would work with TradingView's back tester and then connect it directly to bots. We'll be able to predict the because it's all done by Fibonacci, so we'll be able to predict the take profits and all of that. So it could be potentially quite good.
I don't know what any of them mean. I don't know. I just know that. I do know what a couple are, but when they come up on chart, it's like I don't know. Sometimes there's like three in one little area. Do you know what I mean? And they're all like at the end of price, so you don't know what to which one to actually like take. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, the one of the things that I come across was this guy from Algo, and it was actually he was actually criticizing ICT on YouTube. And that was partly how I come across him in the first place. Because they've almost got the same sort of order block idea that comes behind these patterns. So he does order blocks, but after one of these patterns. Actually understanding all of the patterns, then doing an order block behind to create his entry. So
yeah, I think as well. Looking through it, I mean, well, I've had the pattern for a while, but I ain't tried it yet. But like me and you were talking about with the vectors as well, that the entries seem to be like near enough exactly the same as order blocks as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This one
So
here,
it's like everything's all it's like everything's all bloody together. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I had the pattern up that I drawn. This was no, that wasn't it. I had the pattern I drawed up here a second ago, and I also had Ollie's like the one where I did where it just said dump incoming or incoming, and on lots of these patterns, just on the candle where it had a red alert that said dump incoming or pump incoming just below it. So they all seem to go very much. They all seem to go very much together as such. They seem. So I'm going to spend some time converting that into the bots over the weekend. I'll start from the top of this list and to do them. The thing that's great is that I have built the ABC indicator, which I released the other day. All I have to do is add a couple of extra letters to it, and add I already added the Fibonacci range to it, so I should be able to get something quite quickly out the door for starting to do this. Then you have around here you have, like I said, an order block kind of area, which is the potential reversal zone, which would have a block there and would look for the guy that I believe what he does is he looks for things like engulfing patterns and things like that before a reverse, and then that's where he takes it inside of a order block. So, like I said,
have you
sorry,
go on. Sorry.
No, go on.
Have you looked at that indicator though, off of TradingView?
To be honest, now I received this here a couple of days ago. I sent a message to him who must not be
named.
That's it. Today to see if I get a copy of it. To see if, but I have seen the results come from. I believe these results come from there. That's how I come across it anyway. So yeah.
I found that when I tried that from the, it gave me a trial and I had a look at the patterns, but a lot of them conflicted with each other.
Yeah, that's what I've just said. Yeah, there's sometimes there's bearish but one of the indicators I've got, it gives you did yours give you like the actual targets of like where to take profit? Yeah. So what I did when I had that on is like obviously there were like some lines bigger and shorter, so it was like which one did I take? So it was really confusing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because there's that many charts, but it was good that it gave you the targets to take profits and all that lot. But it was just so like I don't know, misleading if you would. Sorry, I had to mute my mic because my dog's a big dog and she barked then, and I thought she was gonna go crazy.
No problem. I'll have a look more this week. It's just something that, like I said, it looked very much like a kind of a continuation that I could go on from the ABC pattern and try and make something better, and give us some more patterns to create even more confusion. But hopefully it'll be done by bots, so So the idea would be that anyway. So with Fibonacci levels and hopefully and all of that inside it looks good. I think it looks good. Well, I guess we'll see. Like I said, the results of Algo box, I think it's called. Like I said, he's got quite a few reviews on YouTube and things like that, and everybody seems to think it's quite good. I don't know how good it'll be in the crypto world, but I thought it'd be worth backtesting and giving it a go. And like you just said, it seems to go very well with Ollie because it gives us those M and W patterns that we need to get our vector BTs and things like that. So yeah, so I hope I have something done for Monday next week, at least to get some of these patterns. They're very, very much similar. It's they all start with these A, B, C, D, and the X point up here. So it's very much just the lengths of Fibonacci's and things like that are different. So whether this C point is lower than the A point, etc., etc. So yeah, so I'll have a look into it this week to see if I can.
If you just give me a second, I'll send a little screenshot into the chat.
Okay, cool.
Of these bloody pattern things, just so we can just so people can see it, kind of thing.
Cool. Thank you very much.
One second. Right. Yep.
Hammerfest, yes, indeed, it is recorded. I've put it onto YouTube. And let me go and have a look, see if there's any chat questions in chat.
That's what the indicator looks like on your chart, but sometimes it gets really too much, kind of thing. But and it tells you underneath, like at the bottom right hand corner, the bottom right, what the pattern is for the colour of the lines. You know, the target colours.
Okay, yeah.
That they correlate with which where your profit is for which pattern, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then obviously the lines on the price action, they correlate with the actual thing as well.
Okay.
But as you can see, it's a bit of a nightmare of a chart.
Yeah. Yep, I can see. Yes, I don't know if I can pull that up here. Can I? Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah.
And that's called Auto Harmonics V2. If anyone wants to have a look at that.
Yeah. So obviously, this is where the information was sent to me is from. So anyway, so I'd like to try and build something like that to see whether it's any good. I mean, I'll start with a couple of patterns. Like I said, they're pretty much all got the same sort of values. Maybe a couple of, I don't know if that one's got the same number as it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I'll put something together to test a couple of patterns to see if they're bottable, and if they are,
very good.
Be good. Okay. Back over. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that was an idea that I had I had somebody ask me to look at. Mr. Wonder, like I said, has been asking me for a long time to have a look at it, so has Alsman. So I thought I'd start coding that. Is there any questions inside of here? Okay, so somebody asked if I've given up on the smart money. Not in the slightest. I have had a bit of problems with the David Tech bot. I've had to problems that I had to sort out with David Tech bot this week. I haven't given up in the slightest. been working on the order blocks, cleaning it up and things like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
How many crickets?
No, it's okay. Right, okay, fine.
Please continue.
No, it's all right. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I will continue working on that. I do believe that even these patterns will hopefully maybe be part of it, or maybe part of a different bot, maybe with order blocks, like I said earlier. Mr. Kaplan, I will watch more of his videos to take a couple of ideas for building the strategies. Somebody asked this week if I could integrate more strategies from the fair value gaps. So I'll have a look into that as well and improve on that indicator again. But no, I certainly have not given up on it. I'm continually trying to improve the code behind it, trying to improve the entries. But no, and also I've released also the order block trading strategy, which quite a few people are using. But yeah, I will continue to build on that one.
Just a quick one on that about smart money concept. If you've
Yes.
abandoned it, I think what people might need to hear is that there's that much stuff you're working with. It's, you know what I mean, that you can't do it all at once, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's vectors, there's neural now, there's everything you're doing. Do you know what I mean? So, and there's only one person doing it all. So I mean, that's probably why people might think, you know, something like that. But I think you just need to understand that you're working on multiple things at one time, and you've only got one set of hands.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. Very true. I've tried to find other Pine scripters to help, which has been quite hard. But yeah, it's very true. The other thing is I try to work out what most people want from me, and I don't know.
$1 million would be a start.
Yeah. I didn't know whether it was an indicator or the strategies that people want from me, or whether there's more algo traders but manual algo traders, or 100% bot users in here. So I try to direct my time towards what I think is everybody's doing. But I do need to go back and spend a bit more time looking at Metacampelin's channel and integrating the algorithms from there, without doubt. But thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you, Nathan?
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry. Excuse me.
No problem.
My friend, I'm new here, but sorry, my language it's weak. I'm Arabic.
Welcome.
I have a question. Can you help me, please?
Yes, of course.
Sorry, but my language it's weak. Can you give me a share?
Can I give you a share?
Yeah, please. I wanna see you. Just one question. Maybe 1 minute.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah,
Would you like to share your screen?
Yes, I wanna show you my
Sure.
my share.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You want? Yeah. Of course, you have to have presenters' rights, don't you? Are you doing it, Vlad, or would you like me to do it?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, you can now.
You can now. Yeah.
Thank you very much. My friend, look here.
Okay, we're just logging in. Just
yes.
give us 2 seconds. We're connecting.
Now it's done.
No, mine's. Let me just turn off my screen.
Yeah. Do you see my share?
No, we can't. I can't anyway. Can
It's
anybody
loading.
else? It's loading. Yeah.
Yeah, loading. Okay. ماما اعطيني كنز قاعد مع شويه اجانب انا بيضحكوا علينا. انا كبير ان شاء الله. I'm so sorry for your time, but
No,
really,
no problem.
I need you. Now it's done. Upload, download.
It's still loading, like.
It's still loading. I think you might need to try again. Let me come off and try it. You can try again.
Or maybe you can share some screenshot in general chat.
Okay, I will give you a screenshot.
Okay.
Or look at this. Now it's done.
Oh, now you can see it. Yeah.
You can see me.
Yes, I can. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay, my friend. My question in your video, the strategy there in time frame of 15 minutes, 5 minutes. But here, sorry, you can write if you want. How can I? Can I?
Okay, no problem. Okay, right. Okay, so when there's a different way of doing things. Well, what I've done is I've also created something called the One. I don't know if you've downloaded the One. That's a trading strategy which has the settings that I used for that video. What you have to do is, I believe that it's in the What's New. Let me have a look very quickly. The What's New channel, there's my settings inside of that. Now you have to remember that when you're uploading the settings, they may not be exactly the same because you might have a different package to me on TradingView. You might have less data than me, so it might be less. If you go to, you can't see my screen. Let me put my screen back on very quickly for you. If you go to, there, let me pull this over here.
Okay.
If you go over to my, if you go over to the What's New, you'll be able to find where I put the strategy. I believe somewhere up here you'll find the settings that I upload each time that you'll be able to use to find, with all the settings for that trading strategy to be able to copy it. Okay. Okay. That because obviously it hasn't got the default settings, you have to copy those settings into the TradingView settings. Now there is a way of doing it. You can download the TradingView, the extension for TradingView that was built for Chrome, and you can import them very easily using that.
Okay. My friend, sorry.
Can
you give me this setting in PDF? Can you send me this setting?
Can I send it to you? Yeah, absolutely. What I'll do, let me think. What I'm trying to do is create an Excel spreadsheet with a list of all of the settings that I'm putting into the One, which is the trading strategy, which has the best settings in it. What I'll do is I'll try and put together a short list of how to import the settings, so you can import them easily, so you can get good settings for your trading strategy. And then there's a couple of videos on Patreon and also in the What's New page, where you'll be able to see how I optimize and find the results. But I'll put together a short list of what you have to do.
Okay.
I'll message you after the stream.
Yeah, Vlad, who works in the community, said he'll send you a message afterwards, after the stream, on how to do it.
Okay, my friend, sorry, but I swear I don't understand you. Maybe what's time in your life? Maybe my wife, she's talk with you. She speak English.
Okay. Like I said,
anytime you are open live. Anytime, tomorrow, today. What's time?
Okay.
My wife, she's talk with you. She can speak English.
Okay, perfect, no problem. Like I said, Vlad, who works at in the community, will send you a message so that we can contact you directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem, mate, no problem.
I'm very sorry for your time.
It's no problem in the world. That's what we're here for. No problem.
But here I'm new here. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. No problem whatsoever. That's why we do this. So it's no problem. Welcome to the community.
Thank you very much.
Be sure you end your stream.
Yeah, just so you know, you're still sharing your screen. There you go. Okay.
That's perfect. It. Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, so other than the harmonic patterns, the one that I was talking about a minute ago, I do have a decent number of settings. Like I said earlier, I had a couple of problems with the David Tech bot since it's now become part completely of the David Tech community that I had to sort out this week. Also, there was a couple of, like I was talking about at the very beginning of the stream, it seems like a lot of Algos have gone through quite a lot of pain this week. So I thought I'd leave it till the end of the week and test another week with those settings because I didn't want to release them and it to be the bad timing for all of them. I've also tried to find other than not the dead zone all the time, because the problem with the dead zone is if we were all trading exactly the same dead zone at the same time, everybody's going to all of your risk is going to be put into one single strategy. So I've tried to find things like the Chandler exit RSI strategy. I found some settings for that. There's a couple of them. There's the bigger extender, which I've done, which I've also done on other pairs. The Chandler exit, and there was a couple of other ones that I've optimized for as well, which I'll release as soon as possible. But it was just I just wanted to be able to spread the risk between lots of different. Give you the possibility to be able to spread your risk a little bit between different strategies, and also give you the settings of other strategies as well, so that we can you can go and download those strategies and test them as well.
Wolf and Bear almost ready?
The Wolf and Bear it goes through period. The Wolf and Bear I love because it goes through fantastic periods, but it also goes through periods which are less than good. So I was always hesitant. I gave my settings at the very beginning, but I was also hesitant to put it into the one because it does go through fantastic times and then it goes through crap times. So I haven't added it to one because of the streak of losers it can have. Even though they're not big losers, that it still has streaks of losses, which might put a lot of people off. Once I've got more, like I said, more strategies in there, I'll just add strategies that are good into it, and my settings for other ones, even ones that are not fantastic. That way everybody can see what they are and download them and optimize them themselves. So I will add the Wolf and Bear because it's something that I like trading, but
yeah, looks like a lot of strategies have problems in this period, huh?
Yes, totally, without a doubt.
Is there no filter, like a range filter for sideways, or what's the problem that so many strategies have currently problems?
I think that it's to do with the dump that we've been through, the sudden dump from 20 to 18, to whatever it was in the end, but the sudden dump has put all of the indicators in the red, so they take it, and then it's gone completely sideways after this dump, and slightly pumping, hitting the stop losses, then dumping again, and it just seems like hardly any of the algorithms are particularly good at detecting that, and I haven't honestly found many that are. Even the ABCs, it went through a bad week. The last week, I've seen lots of other algo traders going through the same sort of bad times. I've seen that on other discords that this week has not been a great week. And I personally haven't found one that filters out good enough without filtering out all of the trades, which could be good trades. So I will continue.
Yeah, but
looking.
maybe it's good. Less trades is in this market probably better.
Yeah. No, but it kind of even in the good times it would filter them out. That's the problem. You see, when the reversal comes or whatever you're trading, when that time comes, it seems like it filters out good times as well as bad times. I haven't found anything that will just filter out those bad streaks as such enough, other than the flat market, which seems to filter out quite a lot of bad trades. I haven't found.
Oh, good idea for competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Search for a great indicator.
Yeah, absolutely. Vlad, we've got a competition idea.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hear me on.
Sorry?
It'll be great if we can improve the strategies.
Especially in these times, yeah, because I think that somebody else had a question as well. I heard somebody talking about it. I'm not sure who it was.
It was me. Can you hear me okay? I've never used this mic on this stream before, so...
It is very, very quiet, but I can just about hear you. But I'm not sure... Ash.
Right click and increase volume.
What about now? Is that better?
That is better. That's like you're next to me.
I'm using the same mic as you've got, that SM7 mic.
Oh, very good.
in my studio. No, I just wanted. I was going to ask the same question actually that someone else asked actually, which is about the dead zone and the kind of performance. Because I looked at it with glee. I was like, okay, fucking, this strategy looks amazing, and then get in and it's like, oh my god, 6 losses in a row, I can't believe it. Because I looked at I can't do the back testing because I don't have the pro version, but I went back to like May, and I think the max losses in a row were like 1 or 2. I do wonder because I've been in the crypto game about just over a year, and I'm kind of approaching so I think August is just in a weird month, and I think the end of August, I think it might just be a lack of volatility. That is the reason, because if you go back just a little bit on the 15-minute time frame, you can see there's just way more up and down action. Where it's like, it's just sideways, isn't it? Really, that's the problem. I think it's the end of the summer period and then going into September. I'm guessing that now we're going to get a lot more volume and then volatility, and then we've got FOMC and CPI and Q4 coming up. So I'm guessing the algos are going to do better, I guess.
I hope so. Yeah, I believe so as well. Unfortunately, like you just said, I tested this one because it was one of the first ones that I put into the one. I never really wanted. It wasn't I didn't want to do the one as it was. It was just something that was hesitant to do. It was one of the first ones I put in, and of course I tested it for ages, and it had, like you said, I've been going through back testing it, going through the 15 minutes, going backwards of part by part to make sure that there was no big losses in a row. I also tested it for quite a few weeks on the test program that I built, which is trader.dev. And on trader.dev, it had like 8 wins in a row and one or 2 losses. And so I decided to add it, and all of a sudden it gets this terrible time, and it gets 5 losses in a row, which is very unfortunate. But like you said, I think this time is just really not very good for unless you maybe a grid bot or something like that might work, but I can't see. I don't.
Has anyone been trading that strategy for an extended period of time then, and is up P&L wise, and it's going good, or is it kind of new-ish? Or
it's newish. It's newish to our community. I built one which was called what was it called? It was called SSL and the Wadata, I think it was, which was pretty similar. It was and that was built about 3 months ago, I reckon. So I've been testing that one as well. It was going fine. It was nowhere near as good, but it was going fine. Built this one. I believe it was about a month ago. So I built it, and then I ran it on the forward testing bot, also on Bybit, things like that. And it was going great, absolutely great. So that was where I decided to do the video about it and release it. And unfortunately, it went through the week of bad times that it went through. So, yeah.
And I'm using generally I'm finding most success with Bitcoin 15-minute on Bybit, and is that generally what it's kind of the optimal sort of starting point?
Yeah. So what I have got good settings also for Ethereum, ADA, Sol. I've got good settings for all of them, but just because we had such a crap week this week, I decided to sort of wait to see how things went before releasing all of those settings for all of them. There's a couple of people in the forum because you can also, in Discord, you can also download the dead zone as a strategy by itself and then optimize it yourself. There is quite a few people that have found quite a few good settings that have shared them inside.
I got someone recently shared the dead zone strategy, which has been deep back tested to like 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Which looked awesome, but it just like anything, it's less reward. So the lower the risk, the lower reward. So it's just like so. But I'm still optimistic that the dead zone on the one is going to be still going to work throughout the rest of the year. But just interested to hear what people thought about that run.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the question, Rach. I'm optimistic about it too. If I wasn't, I would have said to everybody, and I would have taken it off of the one. I would have said to everybody that this doesn't look right. But going through the back tests, weeks by week, month by month, taking separate parts of the data to be able to test on each of them. I've done, and it just seems like this week's been a bad week for the crypto algos. There's loads of them. I mean, I've got, like I said, the Wolf and Bear I've got up as well, and that hasn't had a very good week as well. I don't know how the bigger extender's done. I'm not sure in the slightest for that one. That has very rare signals anyway.
I found
it had one win and one loss, I think, David.
Did it? Okay. Yeah, I suppose depends what the size of the win and the loss was, but it's rare for it to have so many signals in a week.
I think that was over like 10 days or something.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That's another thing that Steve was talking about. I've been working on is that neural network I was talking about. And the reason behind the idea of that is that it'll bring us many more trades, but on different mixes of indicators. So that was.
It reminds me a bit like a grid bot, the neural net idea, where you just sort of throw in a lot of coins at it with a lot of different strategies, and a lot of different confluences.
Yeah.
Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but it does remind me of that sort of a grid type system.
Yeah. It looks good, and if we could, I mean, that one also went through a period. That's why he stopped trading it. I believe you were having a conversation, weren't you, with him on his thread, and he went through a bad period as well. If we could kind of maybe put that on the boilerplate so that we could maybe stop the number of losses in a row or something like that, it certainly does look interesting to me. And it also, like you said, multiple indicators with multiple entries means that we have we would maybe have a couple of entries a day or an entry a day, which would be nice.
Yeah, and hopefully some of the good coins will beat some of the bad coins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of average them out a bit.
Yeah, it looks promising. His setup looks promising.
Yeah, can I jump in this?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi David, I'm new here. Tommy Richter.
Sorry, you said your name was, sorry? I did.
Tommy Richter.
Hi, hi, Tommy. How are you going?
Yeah, not bad. Thank you for asking. Hope you're alright.
Yeah, good. Thank
you. Basically joined your Discord about a couple of weeks back because I did get myself into making some bots as well, and it's kind of for me, it's been just one of these weird and wonderful experiences where I've I'm assuming, by judging from this conversation, that I've just jumped into it at the worst time possible. And it was up 30% on a weekend and managed to come back down, which was expected, as I had in winrate.io projections.
Okay.
And so basically, I just wanted to ask regarding your bots and stuff like that. they're obviously a deep back tested to the beginning of time. God knows how long it is, and you're like, basically, I guess the first question is like, how long have you been running your oldest bot? Like, can I ask?
Okay, yeah, of course. So first of all, welcome to the community as you're new here. So, I believe you probably have started building bots in one of the more complicated times. But if you manage to find a good algorithm, I guess the when it's the worst times, it's best time to actually build them. My first algorithm that we built was about a year ago. I started building this community, started building bots. Probably the longest one that I've had running, it has to be the Wolf and Bear, I reckon. If I think about it in terms of when I built the Wolf and Bear. It was a long time ago. That is uses squeeze momentum, and it's been running. I've had it running. Like I said, it goes through periods. It's not one that I'd put big amounts of equity into, but it's one that's been running in the background and like I said, it goes through. It's profitable. It's good, very good profit on it. But it does go through periods which are not great.
Yeah, understandable.
Like at the moment. In this period at the moment, my bots, the ones that I have the Wolf and Bear and things like that, the bigger extender. They've this week they've not gone through good times. I'll be honest, it hasn't been the best of weeks for them, but it allows me to take. I don't like the idea of going and re-optimizing all of the bots because this week is now history. But I'd like to try and learn from from what's happened. Try and like Marco just said. Try and find an indicator that maybe would take us out of this period or an algorithm that would take us out of this period if it happens again, which it will do, I should imagine. But yeah, so that kind of thing I'm going to try and do. But re-optimizing, I re-optimize my bots, but I don't think that re-optimizing just because you've gone through a bad period is the idea because, like I said, the data is now history. And you could be re-optimizing for this bad period, and we could go through an extremely good period next week, and it just doesn't make sense. So it's best to try and learn from what we've gone through and try and find something that might help us to get out of it.
Yeah. From the optimization perspective, like, do you mean like going back into the code and adding like tweaking things, or do you mean like changing the settings on the inputs of an original code?
Yeah, no, going through and changing the optimizing. What I mean is like going through and saying, okay, let's optimize the RSI or whatever we're using so that its value in the inputs fit last week's data. Which would be overfitting, and then next week just wouldn't work because, well, it might work, but the week after might not work because it might be, like I said, a positive week. I'm more for the idea of, like I said, trying to find some code or maybe something simple where it just like we've done before, which is maybe after 3 losses in a row. Just simply stops the bots and gives us the option to turn them back on if we want as an idea. I'm saying, or maybe
I can recommend that. Yeah, I can definitely recommend that. The way I've dealt with that previously is looks back on the trades it's taken and kind of figured out that my biggest losing streak was somewhere around 3 to 4 in a row, and therefore I just put a stop, and that was like a very visible recurring thing where I just said, right, after 2 trades, give it a period of set amount of candles, actually it was duration of minutes, that it will just take a break for. just a cool down period basically, and I managed to figure out that it was like the perfect timing for my 15-minute chart was about 87 minutes length of cooldown period before it could start entering. Yeah, and I think that took away a lot of the problems that I was having with arranging market and stuff like that.
The bigger extender's already got a cooldown period, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've all got it in there. Which, I believe
of about a year.
I thought you already had a setting. I thought you already had a setting, David, inside your settings that says max losses in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just they're not active in the one, so maybe I need to activate in the one just for safe. To be honest,
that were
a bigger extender, not cool it down.
Yeah,
that were another thing in your strats. That's good. I forgot which one it was. Where it's max trades in one row. Do you know what I mean? So when you get like a flip of like something max trades in a row, because I used to do a strat manually, and it were only safe to take the first two signals after a cross. So on your strategy, when I went on it, I just put like only take two trades in the same in one direction, because after that it were getting riskier and riskier.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by finding a solution. That's absolutely perfect. I mean, we could say if there's 3 losses in a row, or if we've taken 5 trades already in long or short, we stop, because, like you said, it could be overextending and causing the problem like we've had this week. So yeah, totally agree. Yeah, I think that was on the
drawdown.
Yeah, the max drawdown, all of those kind of things. Maybe the things that I need to add to the one, just to make sure that, or even just adding those possibilities as something that you can change, because they're there without over populating the number of inputs, but just those kind of things. Maybe make it so that the user can change them without having to download the full.
Max drawdown, is it 24 hours?
I can't remember. I know that there's 2 options. I can't remember. I have to look, Marco. I can't remember in the slightest.
One is max drawdown that you see in TradingView, and one is for the last 24 hours, if I'm right.
Yeah, and one turns it off completely. Sure. Yeah. I know that we went through a period where we had a cooldown period, which, like you said, was like 24 hours. And then we had a one which completely stopped the bot from working. I can't remember what we've got at the moment. I can't remember which one it is. Yeah. Thanks, Tommy. So that's really...
Yeah, no, thank you for answering. I think I'm just going to take your advice and just give it a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, and try to deploy some new ones, see how they do. But yeah, thanks for that.
No, yeah. Thank you very much for the ideas. It's helped me a lot as well. So...
No problems.
Yeah, it's good. And like I said, if you find something in this period, at least you'll have a bot that works in the period. If this kind of period happens again, I guess. So, yeah. The wave trend ABCs. I have, as you saw in the last video, been working ways around trying to get the best possible results from it. I added the wave trend when we started building the ABC indicator, trying to get those green dots to line up with the actual ABC pattern to get the best possible results. But I'm still working on that, so just so that everybody knows, if anybody's looking forward to downloading that one. But I am trying to find some better results. I got a 60% win rate by having I think it was here, something like this. No, it's not that one there. That one there. By having the idea of taking the price, like I said, in taking the price, adding there, and then adding the divergence into the wave trend after the price. But when using the green dots as your points of taking the idea of the divergence, I can't seem to find very, very good results, but I'll continue trying on that one.
David.
Yeah.
Did you see that the post in general I did a couple of days ago with the normalized MACD versus the MACD?
No, I didn't. No, that's interesting as well. Let me have a
Yeah,
look.
it's brilliant. I'll find it. You carry on, and I'll find it and then I'll screenshot it and send it in
Cool.
into this chat because it's really somewhat. I mean, I use the MACD in 3 different ways. I don't use it like anybody else uses it. I use it in different ways, but obviously it got me to a point where I was thinking, let me just check this one. There's normalized MACD and there is what's the 1 second, normalized QQE as well, NQQE. They both give different results to the actual original ones. The normalized MACD is, I think, a lot better than the MACD.
Yeah.
But it takes more time to to figure it out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that'd be a good thing to put in because it gives faster signals than a normal MACD would.
Yeah, I did a back test a long while ago on the normalized the MACD, and the KSI, I think it is, KST maybe. Just have a look also at the KS. I think it's the KSI or the KST. I'll have a look to see if I can find it as well, because it's another different way of looking at the MACD and the results on the KST. I think it is. Let me have a look. KST, is it? On TradingView. Has very good results as well. Known sure thing, that's it. I believe, if I remember rightly. This one here. Where is it? The known sure thing here has very good results as well. And it's based, I believe, on the MACD algorithm, but just different. Slightly.
Can I ask a question about the ABC strategies? And because I've seen a lot about it, the ABC thing for me is just totally new. I'm a market cipher guy generally, but the market cipher thing at the moment where I am in my life at the moment is just I can either swing trade, which having trades open like daily, or scalp trade with market cipher, but both are just quite labor intensive. But this ABC strategy, especially what Scopes said about sort of setting up trades early in.
What was that?
Sam spedzās.
Not sure who that is. Sorry.
Laikam es aizbraucu benzīna tanku.
Hey!
Hello. Don't know who it is. Anyway, carry on. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It looks interesting because Scopes was talking about setting up trades late at night and then early in the morning and just let them play out, which sounds really cool. What my question was basically is, like, I'm getting a bit sort of overwhelmed because there's like order block stuff, and then there's like the hammer time one, and there's like another ABC one, and I'm not really sure that's a good place to start. I did a little sort of trial entry the other day, but
I think the best way to do that is because I've been through them all. I think the best way to do that is just literally try them all. If you know what I mean. I know it sounds a bit thing, but I think the best way to do it is try them all because there's like sometimes now I'm onto order blocks, but at the same time I'll put the Quasimodo in. I'll put ABC in there as well if I see one that's I think's got a best chance. So I think just test them all really, to be fair, and see which one you like or which one you get to grips with faster or which one, obviously, to be fair, which one gives you best results, I'd say.
You're doing order blocks with kind of MACD and RSI divergences. Is that kind of your main?
To be fair, but I'm doing order blocks with. I've got like 3 different strats with order blocks. What I do sometimes I'll see a setup with the first strat of order blocks that I use while I'm trying to find a setup with the second strat. Do you know what I mean? So I'm doing like three kind of order block strats at once.
Yeah, so, and for ABC, if you're interested in ABC, Johnny is here. Johnny, who's got a room inside of Discord. He does ABC only. So he manually trades the ABC, and I hopefully will be able to provide him with a simple indicator so that anybody that wants to learn the ABC will be able to see them a little bit easier, which I've been working on as well recently. But yeah, if you want any information about the ABC strategy, which I've been trading for, I should imagine it must be about 9 months now. This is it's the only trading strategy other than just testing and playing around with things to try and find other strategies, obviously for the group, is the only trading strategy that I really do myself. Like you said, just I like it because you find bigger ABC patterns. That they have very small stop losses. You
Yeah, I
can
noticed that.
put them into the trade. The trade can go on for whether it's a day, 5 minutes a day, or a couple of days, because of the small stop loss and the easy. I personally move the stop loss to break even as soon as we break structure in a bullish or bearish. So it means that I have nothing really to lose. So I'm pretty confident I can sleep at night time. Whilst there is a stop loss, the stop loss is very small, and that's why I like the ABCs.
Yeah, I didn't mean
That's
to.
right.
I didn't
sorry.
mean to like jump in and say I do ABCs. Like I know
No,
Johnny's the
no,
man
you're
for that.
fine.
But
Yeah, no.
I was just saying that's if I see one I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? But I don't actually just trade them constantly. You know what I mean? It's order blocks for me. But if I see another setup inside of near that order block or inside the order block, I'll take it as that setup.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
I've put a screenshot of someone asked me the other day in chat about the normalized versus, and I compared it versus the normal MACD versus the normalized MACD.
Yeah.
If you want to have a quick look at that, anybody?
I'll just put it over so that everybody can see it.
Just crossing over a little bit earlier than.
Yeah.
Yeah, just but sometimes you see it you see it complete. You see it like gives it a completely bigger a bigger cross, if you know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. I'm not sure if Johnny's in or not at the moment. So he's, like I said, he's going to also do a couple of live streams as well. Hello, Johnny. I can see you've opened your mic.
Can you hear me or no?
We can indeed, yes.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, sorry. I'm juggling a bunch of stuff right now, so I'm listening in the background, but
no problem, mate.
it's like
no problem.
Yeah,
No,
so
just...
if you have any questions regarding ABCs, you can ask me in the ABC thread that we have going on. That's the one that's connected to the channel that I post my setups on.
Yeah, and also I have. Let me just put up your YouTube channel as well. He has a YouTube channel where he goes through. Let me pull up Johnny Crypto's YouTube channel.
Links in the chat to Johnny's A.
Thank you very much.
Johnny's ABC too.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll do the other one, which is your YouTube channel, which is in the chat as well. So you have all the information about ABCs. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Has anybody else got any questions that I can answer, maybe? No problem, Ash. No problem whatsoever.
Hey, David.
Hi.
It's Kennington Peace. How you doing? You right?
Very well, and yourself?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, not too bad. I wanted to ask, I'm not expecting this to be possible. I just thought I'd ask while I'm here. You know, like the dead zone strategy, in fact, any strategy you've made in your boilerplate.
Yes.
So I'm trying to optimize dead zones for various other altcoins and pass the settings off to the community. By having such a great template that's filled with lots of confluence options, it literally takes 10 years per iteration if I was to use like an optimizer. So, like, I'm a massive fan of the Dead Zone. I think it's like one of the greatest ever. I'm all for that. I really want to like crack on with the library. I wanted to ask you if it was possible at all to take the main strategy settings out and put it in like a separate script, because my method for optimizing it would be to get the base numbers of the main strategy, work out where they are, and then basically then do the final steps of optimization in the main script in terms of checking the confluences out on it. It was just an idea I had. It would literally mean that I could speed up like 5 times as fast, really. But it was an idea. I don't know if it's possible, but
Absolutely. I'll message you on your thread afterwards, and I'll put something together for you so that we can do that. No problem whatsoever.
oh, brilliant! All right,
yeah,
cheers.
yeah.
I really weren't expecting that, so thanks.
Anything.
And on the neural network thing, I literally just got in when I heard you mentioning it. I'm not really doing anything with it at the moment, but I think I'm aligned with your thoughts. I love the idea of Python for the bigger picture in terms of speed of optimization. But I want to get your confluence options from your boilerplate into the neural network template. And then what I can do is I can pretty much take the 40 pre-optimized strategies I've got in the thread, put them in, and actually see if things like ADX are going to filter out the crap trades, if flat market's going to do anything, not trading Saturday, Sunday. So that's going to be kind of the next step for me. So there's no great rush on it, but I will wait for you to do your bit before I then take it forward again with the community.
I can do that for you as well, no problem. Absolutely. I started copy and pasting the code from neural network into the boilerplate. I come across quite a bit of problems because obviously it's quite intensive, and we're limited on the memory we can use on the trading view. So I've had to take out a bit of the boilerplate so that it'll work. But I'm totally with you on it, and I will try to get it to you as quick as possible.
Yeah, I think it will be a challenge. I think if you do combine them, I'd be amazed if it didn't just crash all our computers. So we'll have to see. It's an idea, isn't it? But I can't imagine how that script will cope. But I'd love to see it anyway if it was possible. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah, and
I mean, if you ran it early in Python, it would cope fine, wouldn't it?
Oh, Python, yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't even in
Vector
trading
beats.
view, it would run fine.
Yeah, with Vector
The
BT.
neural network in Python was the dream for me. It was always the pipe dream. I even almost started trying to learn Python. I just said no, stop this. It's too much. But if someone else, managed to get a script like that in Python, it would be the dream.
Yeah, it's become part of my dream as well. It's something that I spoke at the very, very beginning of this live stream, and is something that I want as well. I've started creating the boilerplate a couple of weeks or months ago inside Python, and as soon as that's done, it'll be one of the first things that I do is build the neural network as well, so that we can start testing different indicators at different levels, like it does exactly in the same way. Be nice to try and put a bit of machine learning in it, just to try and see if it can build something better. But that's something that I'll do with you guys as we go along. But it's a simplified version, very much like the trading view version. I'd love to get that together and build that.
Yes, great. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you very much for sharing all of your results. It's very good. Been fantastic for the community. I know that a lot of us can't find the thread, so I'm going to go over to this very quickly and show everybody where your thread is. If you go up to, I think it's at the top somewhere normally. It says thread somewhere up the top here, I believe. Probably where that is. You'll find a thread here, which is Teddyton's. Which has a thread. He has a thread, and he's shared all of his settings for the neural network. Thank you very much. So he's shared all of his setups. As you can see, they're pretty good. I think that you said you stopped them because it went through a bit of a bad period. But if we can add things like stop loss, well, you added stop losses. I think that was the reason you added stop losses, wasn't it? Because it went through a bad period.
So didn't help. Stop loss isn't going to be the solution to our problem.
Okay.
But basically, it was the most profitable strategy I'd ever created for 18 months. The back testing was together. They just destroyed January 2021 through to June 2022, and then July came along and just killed my dreams. I was meant to be retiring at the end of July. I thought I cracked it, but no, they had better plans for me. But August was a massive improvement. August was actually nearly a profit again. So I'm kind of hoping July was just this, abnormality in it, and we might get back to it. But I think we can make it safer between us anyway. So
I don't think you'll ever find a strategy that has positive month every single month, though, will you? I mean,
in theory, no, you're right. But if you're basing that on like, if I had a single Bitcoin strategy, yes, it's going to have a losing month. My idea on this is that if you have a huge quantity of coins that are all trading, then it will be strength by numbers. And there was no month in that 18 months that even came close to not winning. It was just July was this weird one that I remember a particular trade that literally sent all 40 coins loopy. It just could not cope with all the madness of July.
You almost want a good percentage of the coins to have a different strategy to the other coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way it kind of works is that some have got strong MACD levels, some have got strong RSIs, some have got strong parabolic SARs. So they all had their own thing that made them good.
Yeah.
And they should all kind of work together to make sure that no month could ever kind of leave negative or not much anyway.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to also add, if we can, the Wata Ata into the list, because that seems a good indicator. So if anybody wants any information about that, that is in general chat, and it's there's a thread in there that you can find at the top, and he's shared all of his results and everything, which is pretty impressive.
A couple of links in this MA chat.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cool. Right, I don't think that was pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much I've gone through everything. Oh, I have. I hope to. Well, I've sent a couple of emails. I sent emails to the guys from Hummingbot, see if they want to come in as well. I hope, like I said, next week. The idea is I'm going to try and get Johnny and Scope and anybody else who wants to do their live streams next week, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some guests in the week after or closer to the end of the month to show their products and things like that, or talk about their books and things like that as well. And that's about all I've really got, unless anybody's got any questions.
David, I've got a favour to ask. Someone in the community has asked me to ask you if you could provide a snippet of code to. Do you remember the premium discount original from the old SMC ABC?
Yeah.
Because I think they're building an indicator, and they just wondered how you did the premium discount bit in Pine.
The one that repaints?
The one that repaints, yeah, the original one. Is it? We're using some sort of security function?
Yes, it was just literally the security of the day, the previous day.
Is it opening of the day? The previous day.
It was now what? No, it was the close of the previous day, wasn't it? The close of the previous day. Security function, and it had the there's a function which my brain's gone completely, which is not look forward. It doesn't look forward. Look forward to false, and it was just a security function. But I'll send you a snippet, no problem whatsoever.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Yeah,
no
cheers.
problem. Yeah.
There's Mohammed Amin. He is muted, I think, and he wants to ask a question. I asked him if he could type, and he's just put by voice, please. So I think he needs unmuting.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we could hear you. Sorry, mate. Just unmuting you now. There you go.
Yeah, hello, David.
Sorry about that. We could hear you. So I think that somebody from the team muted you. How you going, mate?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So first of all, I congratulate you of the great work that you did. I just came across your YouTube channel like few days ago, and I was scrolling through the videos. I saw that you did some amazing indicators. That's a good work. Keep it doing, you know. So first of all, I just want to ask you, please, about the optimization of the parameters. You know,
yes,
because I downloaded or I added to TradingView the dead zone indicator and the one indicator.
Yes.
In fact, the one is not having that much parameters. So I don't know what are the optimum parameters I can do for both indicators to get a good, let's say, a good profit for both indicators on a given ticker or a market.
Okay, so the idea behind the one is it's the settings that I've found which are optimal or good for a certain pair. Currently, there's 3 setups in there. One is the bigger extender. The other one is the dead zone. You've got a drop down, so you'll be able to choose from which indicator you use. And next to it, you'll find a question mark. That question mark will tell you where I've optimized and how I found those results. So it'll tell you that they're on the 15-minute on BTC USDT. And then the idea behind it was I release the indicators, and that gives you an idea of the settings, which are good settings or not so good settings in some cases, that I've found on YouTube for you to be able to find. And then you can find in the what's new and also a spreadsheet that I need to send to everybody, the settings that you can then plug in to the actual indicator. So the idea of the one is sort of like if you're playing a game, you've got a demo account, so you've got a demo, so you can see what they could be potentially, or you could probably find better yourself. And then you've got the actual indicator, which is the dead zone or the bigger extender, which you can then go and play with the settings yourself and find your own settings. And then
yeah, but man, you did a huge work that you have tons of parameters, tons of combinations there, like in the dead zone. Really, like there are plenty of parameters to optimize, and of course, you know, the probability of combinations are millions,
humongous.
tens of millions. So
okay,
really.
Okay, so there's several things you can do. I share my settings as an Excel spreadsheet in the room, which is the room which is what's new inside Discord.
Well, here in Discord.
Yeah, in Discord. Yeah. So you can find that it's called what's new, and you'll be able to find every time I find settings. Next week I also have next week I'll have more settings for the one. And I've also created an Excel spreadsheet, which I can sort of share with you. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me pull the spreadsheet up for you. No, so it's not Excel, it's sheets at google.com. Let me just find it for you. I'll find an example somewhere. One setups by David. There we go. This is what I started on for last week's view. Okay, so I was going to...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to say put a link into chat while you were finding that, David. I just thought I'd just
okay. Thanks very much.
So I could check it.
Yep. So Scopes put a link in for you for the what's new. I've built this spreadsheet which I demoed last week. When the idea is what I'm doing is I'm setting up all of my setups here, so you'll be able to find the link to a chart with the actual settings set up inside it. And you'll be able to click on the link, which is the copy link inside of TradingView, which will copy all of my settings over to your TradingView, so you have a place to start on. So you've got my settings like I say every time, my settings are not going to be the absolute best settings. You'll probably
Yeah,
find better,
obviously, because each
but
market is
give,
different, depends on the.
absolutely, and it just gives you a starting point. Things like I tend to use things like an ATR recent in most of the strategies with a blocked stop loss and all of those kind of things. I found are very good for finding good settings. So they're all set up so that you have a starting point to look at.
I understand. I do.
So this next week you'll have access to this once I've released all of these setups inside of the one. You also have a plugin for Chrome,
Chrome.
which is being updated this week. I had to recode it all because of a change in TradingView, but the Chrome extension will help you to optimize as well. I did a video inside.
Since you talked about it, sorry to interrupt you, David.
No.
I just since you talked about it, it seems to be an amazing extension for Chrome. But can you please add there the possibility not only to check the maximum net profit, but also, I mean, among the filters, we want to count the maximum losses in a row, for example, like this. We want to check for several, I mean, like filters that are so important while looking for a working strategy, because you know that when you have a lot of losses in a row, you can adjust that. I mean, by going sequential or by doing few things, by switching the gears, I mean, like you can do many things to adjust your strategy. But when you don't know what are the best parameters that are having the maximum losses in a row, you end up having 12 losses in a row, which is destroying your balance.
Of course. Unfortunately, I'd love to, but unfortunately, TradingView doesn't offer that kind of information. TradingView, all of the information from TradingView are in the filters. So anything that TradingView offers to us as information, like the Sortino, the Sharp ratio, the net profit, is in there. The number of losses and wins in a row are information that's inside the indicator that I programmed inside it, and unfortunately the Chrome extension doesn't have access to that kind of information. But I would love to add it, but unfortunately I can't.
Yeah, it does. It seems that it needs only to be suggested, because Ninja Trader, for example, they have it in their stats, in their reports.
Yeah. It's TradingView doesn't, unfortunately. You can add quite a few things, like I said, number of trades. You've got the number of trades open, number of closed trades, shorts, long. You've got all of that kind of thing, but losses in a row, unfortunately, isn't part of TradingView yet.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing, but it is the most important, if you don't mind, I really have a very good suggestion to you. So whenever you have time, I contacted you through email. I really have a very amazing opportunity of partnership. If you don't mind, you have 5 minutes to listen what I have. I really can do something amazing and can show you a few things, but it needs time. If you don't mind, you can give me like your Skype or whatever, and then we can get in touch.
Yep, no problem. Anybody wants to email me, I've just put my email address into the chat. It's hi@david.me, so you can email me, no problem.
I sent you an email, but I'm gonna send you an email right now so that you can remember, and then whenever you contact me, I can show you a few things and we take it from there.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. Thank you very much for unmuting my...
No problem. Thank you very much, and welcome to the community.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
No problem.
David's emails in chats and nudes.
Thanks. Oh no. Oh god. Anyway, right. I guess unless anybody's got any questions, I'll leave it to your evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi King, how are you going?
I would love to know your opinion about something.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Would you trade strategies that have a high win rate with a bad risk to reward? Would you ever consider it, or it's no for you?
I would prefer personally a lower win rate and a higher risk, higher reward than I would trading we went through this quite a while ago, about 7 or 8 months ago, with a guy called Adam here, and I tried a couple of trading strategies. Problem is when they go through really, really bad periods, those kind of strategies, you can lose quite a lot quite quickly if you've got a bad risk to reward. So personally, I prefer a trading strategy that has maybe a lower win rate, but has higher reward potential. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you for your opinion.
No problem whatsoever. But I'm not always right, so it's worth backtesting and things like that, because I've been proven wrong plenty of times. It certainly is worth backtesting. It's just when Adam was doing it, I did do a lot of backtesting, and I've found that when you go through bad periods, you go through really bad periods with that kind of trading strategy.
I would search something like that, but the only problem I get is when I search for trading strategies or trading in general to learn more about it.
Yes.
I find that most of the information is about forex or stocks.
Yes.
So I don't know if it applies to crypto in the same way. So some people say, yeah, it's okay to trade bad risk reward. Some people say no. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess the only real way is to backtest the strategy, and to forward test, obviously, on a long period. For me, whether it's crypto, when, as you've seen with the dumps that we get in crypto, if you've got really bad risk to reward and it goes through a really bad period, you're losing that much extra of your account each time, and each time you have to obviously be more successful than the actual losses, because you're always losing that much more than you are winning. So it makes it hard. So for me, I'd keep away from that kind of strategy personally.
Thank you.
No problem. Vlad, have you got anything you'd like to add? I can see your mic flashing away. No.
No, personally, I've also contacted a few companies, let's say bigger than us,
cool,
and waiting for some answers in order to organize some more giveaways and contests and such.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. Thanks. And you might be doing a couple of beginner-friendly TAs live sometime during the month, whenever you're ready, which is cool.
Yeah, me and another guy, which I have contacted. Hopefully, he will reply to me.
Can I just ask one last question quickly?
Sure, absolutely.
So I'm assuming, I think I know the answer. So because Market Cipher is not open source, presumably you can't write any script to formulate a strategy across that. Because I started about a month ago, just simply doing 5-minute money flow crossovers with scalping, taking about a 0.65% take profit. It's funny you say about having variable win rates, because I went through periods where it was just smashing it, then periods where it just got destroyed. So
yeah.
But I was just wondering whether Market Cipher, which is a sort of locked code, is possible to make a bot out of.
There is an alternative which is called Vu Manchu. I don't know if you've seen it.
The money flow's not quite the same.
Yeah,
so.
I was just about to say the money flow's the only part I haven't been able to find personally myself as well. Been looking for it for months on end, trying to find what's behind that money flow, because it seems to be the hidden part, which is the best part of it. The wave trend's fantastic as well for confirmation, but the money flow I haven't found. You can kind of, I think if I remember rightly, connect his money flow to bots using alerts. I have got a subscription, and I'll have a look to see if there's a way.
I have set it up with a bot with the money flow. Yeah, but it was what I was thinking about doing, because it was slightly Star Trek to what I was actually thinking about was having something that was like a 5-minute and an hourly strategy, but you could do that on man cheap, to be fair. Yeah, it was just yeah, I was just wondering whether because there's various different things you can do because RSIs are different on Microsoft as well. But
yeah, And I spoke to a guy. If it's for the take profits and all of that, a guy who did the development of the Jason Casper indicator. And the only way that they found of actually automating it is adding 2 dynamic lines to the chart, which you received the signal from Market Cipher, and those dynamic lines did the take profit and stop loss, and that was the only way to do it. And that's the only way that I could find.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
If you want the code for that, I have the code for that, which I developed afterwards as well, so I can send you that if you want it.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I'll send it to you. Let me. Would you send me an email to that email address so that I can send it to you?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, sure.
Thanks very much, mate. Cheers.
No worries.
Okay.
May I have a last question?
Yeah, of course.
I would like to know about the dynamic algo and dynamic algorithm too, and small stuff in the strategies that not fully explained in in videos on YouTube or something like this. Will they get like a group video? Is the small stuff, all the small stuff?
It depends what strategy. For the strategies that for instance the dead zone and things like that, I go through here and we record all of these videos. So that you can so I go through all of the settings and things like that here, or any questions mainly on Discord. I post quite a few videos to Patreon recently on how to set things up, and I intend to continue posting, like, when I say private videos, I mean just videos that are private off of YouTube and not publicly listed YouTube videos. I started doing last week an extra 1 or 2 videos per week, which will go through those, and I'll do that, continue doing that as well.
So you talked about dynamic algorithm in a different video.
A dynamic algorithm meaning
the sizing of the strategy.
Okay. Yeah, there's a full video on YouTube about it. Let me try and find it for you. It's called How to Double Your Profit, I believe, on David Tick. Let me find it for you. Let me go here. I'll find it for you and I'll post it. Sorry, I didn't get the question. Let me have a look. If I go down, it wasn't that long ago, so it shouldn't be far. Double your profit, that one there. Okay. Copy, get shareable link, and I've put that into. There you go. I've put that into the link so you can find the information about how that works.
Okay, thank you.
What's that risk thing?
Yeah, the risk indicator. Yeah, that one, that was a good find, that one. I use that on most of my strategies now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Somebody's happy to see somebody. Anyway, right. David, you sent me a message, Vlad. Is that for me now?
Yeah, I've sent you a link within our Discord with a question from one of our members.
Okay. Okay, it says that they haven't received a message from TradingView. Now, I'm not sure who asked the question. Let me have a look. So, I don't know if he's watching or not. Is he in the chat or not? No, he's not in the chat, so I'll send it anyway. So he hasn't received it. He was okay. It may be a watch on the way back. He hasn't received a message from TradingView, an alert from TradingView for one of his setups, and I should imagine it's probably because he's on alerts and not on field. What do you call it? Field. I can't remember what it is. On field on TradingView.
Order field.
Order field. Sorry. Thanks very much, Vlad. My brain's frazzled now. Yeah. So it's probably that he hasn't set it up on order field. I'll send him a message afterwards to explain why that hasn't worked.
Also, Steve, are you still here? Steve.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a couple of questions? What got put in a couple of days ago to you when you said you were going to ask David in AMA? You did actually. I watched you say it, but I can't remember what the questions were.
No, I can't remember.
You've slept since then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
I've been ill for 2 days, so
that's no excuse.
sorry, I'll try better.
I'm sure they'll be copy and pasted if they still didn't get answers in the same way. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'll have a look to see if I can find them on the.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Steve said that he would mention it to you and AMA. They would.
I think it was the risk. Do you know what? I think it was the dynamic risk management thing.
Okay.
It might have been actually.
I think that's what it was. That one of the chaps was querying.
How it worked.
Well, to be honest, I don't know. I don't really know much about that anyway, and I don't really know what he was asking. So I'm not much use.
Don't worry, I'll have a look, Steve. Thank you very much. Anyway, don't worry, mate.
All right.
You need to. How you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah, let him sit down, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Only twice a year, you said, so.
Yeah, it's only twice a year. I haven't taken the test for the big C, but you know, what's the point?
Yeah. My girlfriend, well, my wife, or girlfriend, wife, whatever, as you know, works in it, and there's none there at the moment, absolutely none. So
there's none.
No, well, she has like 1 or 2 tests per day maximum to do.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So.
What's that for?
For COVID. She works in the hospital. She works at a hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had COVID?
Me, yeah, I had it about, I don't know, about 7 months ago, I reckon.
Were you bad with it? Or?
Not really.
I just felt the same. There only like 1 day that I felt ill.
Yeah, a bit of a man flu situation, you know.
Yeah.
Feeling sorry for
I played on it to get breakfast in bed, so I'm not bothered. It worked. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh dear. All right. I guess unless anybody's got any questions, I'll leave you to your evening. Oh, Marco's mic's open.
Yes.
Another hour into stream.
Yes, I have not much time to tonight watching football. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
I better can listen to the stream. One question, David.
Yes, sure.
Is there a problem with Google Chrome accepting your updates?
No. There's. I've taken the code back quite a lot and recoded as much as I could so that we have less problems with the situations of updates and things like that, because it was getting updated almost weekly, which was just taking up so much time and also annoying people because obviously it wasn't working. So I decided to take it back and try and think of a different way. As you know, Andrea is back as well. Andrea is back as well. So I've requested him to go through the bits and bobs that I've updated because obviously he's been looking after the project since the very, very beginning. So I didn't want to just sort of like walk on feet or anything. So the idea was to make it better. I decided to completely recode a lot of it so that we wouldn't have so many problems in the future. and I will send it to Google. I did send it to Google, but unfortunately the problems reoccurred, and that was where I decided that I was going to recode everything to stop it from happening in the future. I don't know if it will stop it forever, but fingers crossed it might stop it for a bit longer this time from happening.
Okay, now yeah, you said indeed that you recorded it, but if I'm right, also send it to Google. So I actually had already expected an update from Google, but you probably cancelled that update, or
yes, I
I don't
cancelled the
know how
update.
that is going. Okay.
Yeah, I cancelled the update because of it just stopped working, and I thought I had to rethink of it.
That's
and,
better. Yes,
yeah,
I can imagine people will not be happy this time after all the updates from TradingView.
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought of the ideal situation would be like you said earlier. I've also been one time before would be a Python version where we could take the data from TradingView, because you can download obviously the trades from TradingView or the settings and optimize on a Python, and then take the settings and then add them to TradingView as an alternative for anybody who knows how to use Python, and then just have the optimizer as a secondary option. Means that we wouldn't be using TradingView servers as much, and I'd be able to find settings, which is something that I'm working on as well. So I'm trying to do the best of both worlds with it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yes.
Thanks,
Let's
Marco.
hope it stays for a long time without updates.
Unfortunately, due to it not being my website, they could just completely change everything and it could stop working again. But I've tried thinking of a different way to see if it get it working for as long as possible. But we'll see.
But now you see that it's working good.
I've got most of the features working. Working. Most of the features working back as they were working in this new way of looking at things. Before, it looked for the name in the code in the HTML. It's not HTML code, but the CSS placeholders, if you will. It went and looked for them. Problem was they became dynamic on TradingView, because obviously they didn't want people optimizing, and then it went and then they started changing them weekly, so it got impossible to use. So now it just looks for the name inside, which is the text value. So hopefully that will work.
Okay.
We'll see.
No offline options.
There is a Python version that you can download. I'll try and find the link again, because what it does is it downloads the results directly from TradingView, and then tries to optimize. I'll try and find it for you
great.
It's not something that I made, but it may be something that we could maybe work on or improve for the community, or even speak to the developer and see if he wants to come and work with us to improve it or whatever, like we've done with other projects. We'll see. I'll see if I can contact him, or I'll send the link if I can find it.
Thanks.
No problem.
Tell you what, trying to find out anything in this chat is absolutely horrendous. There's that much messages that go off. It's like it's something that happened 2 days ago. I've been searching ever since Marco unmuted his mic. So I'm just trying to find that person that asked Steve a question, but it's like, yeah, I'm not going to find it. It's an absolute mountain to get through all this. There's a lot of chat in here, a lot.
We're kind of lucky because the conversation still works inside the general chat, because there's a couple of talking, like I was talking about Jason Casper. I mean, the messages going there so fast. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you lose. Yeah, it's crazy.
You can't follow the conversation. I mean, and the ones that have got Telegram groups instead of Discord, I mean, you just can't read them. They just go so fast. It's unbelievable. But yes, going through the information on here is pretty hard.
I mean, I know what everyone says now. Like, I get to see quite well, quite a lot of messages, but I know what people think like now when they come in general and say, "I've just caught up. It's took me 3 hours." I know how people think now. I know why it takes them 3 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Right. Does anybody have any questions that I might answer? Or
Can you check premium backtesting free chat on our Discord?
premium backtesting. Premium backtesting, yes.
Just below you got it. There is somebody who requested us to do premium backtest those settings. Can you do that? And maybe talk a bit on them?
Yeah, I will download them and I'll do it for our next time that we're here, Vlad, if that's okay. Let me.
Oh, sure.
Just spare me a couple of seconds. Let me have a look very quickly. Oh, it's the dead zone. Okay. Just spare me 2 seconds. Premium backtest. Let me see if I can find the.
Yeah, I'm giving up trying to find that message to Steve. I'm not happy about having to still look. I can't find it, so leave it. We'll find it. We'll find it someday. It'll probably pop up again, or it's probably been answered, to be fair.
I think it was from Gold Harrier, but I can't see him. I don't think he's on the call.
Yeah, I've been looking, mate, for ages. I can't see
it was from Gold Harrier.
Yeah. Ash, see you later, bud.
Yep. See you later, mate. Right. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll download this. The reason being is because I haven't actually got the optimizer on this computer. This is just really the computer that I use for streaming, not the one that I develop on. That was why. So I have to import with using the new optimizer on the computer I use for developing with. Sorry about that, guys, but I will test, and then if you don't mind, what I'll do is I'll test and add it for Monday, and then I'll be able to show the results on Monday. I'll also be able to show the optimizer on Monday if it's all working perfectly.
Oh, don't show me that, because I spent best part. I didn't even trade for about a month. I was just on optimizer on every single strat that you've ever done, and I just had it running constantly. Went out, left like, I don't know, 16 tabs open, running optimized for ages. So I ended up thinking my computer was gonna blow up.
I remember the screenshots that you sent us.
Yeah, ridiculous, mate. I ended up just all night finishing work and just sitting in front of it and just checking all results. I'm like, that's not good enough. Do it again. Just wait another fucking so many hours. It was absolutely crazy. Good tool.
David, what's the plan for tomorrow?
For tomorrow, what, for the video?
Yes.
I'll be honest as well. I'm trying to find these patterns that I was talking about earlier, the harmonic patterns that I'm going to be going through. I've got a couple of videos that I obviously have done in advance for days where I haven't been able to create a strategy and things like that. So if I can't work out how to be, if I can't get one of these at least finished and back tested, it'll probably be one of those videos. And then afterwards, what I would like to do over the next couple of videos is go through these harmonic patterns and also go back to sort of the smart money, the harmonic patterns, and try and find good setups with that. So I hope I'll be going back through with that in the next couple of days. So for tomorrow, it might be just a strategy that I found recently and back tested. So generally, if I haven't released it straight away, it may be one that's just debunked that I might not have found good results with, but at least they're you'll know whether they're good or not with backtesting on using code.
Probably graveyard.
Yeah, I've kind of against myself now releasing things that I optimize and things like that. If they're no good, they're no good. I'll just say to everybody, they're no good. There's no point in trying to find good results. There's only 15 results here, or there's you could add the ATR on this one, but I don't think it's worth really so I'm gonna go more for that kind of approach.
Did you check one or two strategies from the graveyard? I can't remember the names, but you said in the past, okay, hey, it's now good to test them again.
I can't remember.
Talked about it.
Yeah, that one got mentioned. Yeah, I remember that game being mentioned. I remember it. I think about 2 weeks ago. Someone said something like
Graveyard. Yeah, I remember we talked about it. No, I haven't gone back to. Oh,
Can't remember the name.
that.
This is.
I can't, but I remember we spoke.
Maybe Hoffman.
Oh yeah, the Hoffman. Yes. Yes. I remember we spoke about this. Yeah, I'll have a look back over it. There was the Hoffman, and there was another one. There was a second one, wasn't there?
There's another one also. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I've also got to update the graveyard because I've got so many scripts that that are rubbish. They need to be updated just in case somebody finds good results for them.
Yeah.
Well, they look good, Vlad.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Vlad has just shared some results for the dead zone.
Yeah, the ones I asked you to check.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull them up on my screen. Very nice. And they're
80%.
Can't read it.
Click open original.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, sorry.
80%, 6% drawdown.
Yeah, and profit factor 4.
What's the sharp ratio?
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Sharp ratio, Vlad. Have we got the sharp ratio?
In 1 second.
Cool.
BTC's just pumped up out of its resistance line from its initial jump. I've got a triangle running straight down all the highs from
1.078.
1.0. Okay. It's good.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's in deep test.
Sortino is 3.958.
Sortino. Yeah. Cool. I will. There's a link there for those settings, and if anybody wants to import them above.
Oh shoot!
God, it's pelting down with rain here.
It were on way home for me earlier.
Yeah,
absolutely
I saw the
horrendous.
photo. Yeah. Yeah, so.
David, did you talk to one of the other guys from other YouTube channels?
Yeah, I've sent a couple of emails. I've had a couple of replies. Like I said, my idea is next week to have Johnny's scope, sorry, and Vlad wants to do their streams inside of Discord, and then the week after we can start getting the invite, my brain has gone completely. The guests in. Yeah, hold on. I've been on for. Hold on, let me have a look. 2 hours and 19 minutes. That's a new record, I reckon. I've got a couple of guests that have said that they wouldn't mind. They'd like to come and talk about algo trading and things like that. So I'm going to let the members of the Discord get in and do their live streams first, and then as soon as that's done, we'll have the guests in as well, which would be nice. what I'll do is, if anybody's, Vlad also said that he's got a couple as well. I'll try and put a list of guests down, and if anybody has any ideas of guests that they'd like to see, we'll maybe make a discussion or a thread out of it, and I can contact them directly that way.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Get him in here. I want to talk about robots and AI and stuff. He is the man. He said they're all going to. You're on about doing that machine learning, and
Yeah.
I think I told you last week, and I was just watching Elon Musk going on about. I watched him in an interview with someone saying they're gonna what is it now? Machine learning and that it's going to ruin the world. And I'm like, I've just been chatting about that, and I will look for it. Now you said it. No, I'm not. It's going to take over the world.
I don't think my bots are anywhere near good enough to take over the world, but he might make some.
Actually, David, I think you would have some beef with him regarding the Starlink, right?
Yeah.
With that.
Send someone up to it. Send someone up to him.
Yeah. They took down the prices this month. Which is
what, sorry?
Taken down their prices this month. Starlink, but they've also limited the number of gigabytes you get. So,
you know what? My internet's running really smoothly, and I only pay something like. I just told you, didn't I? A couple of weeks ago, I got new internet put in. I get like I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was now. It's I think it's 200 meg. I get download speed and something like that. And it's only like I think I paid 30 something quid. I we had one before Sky, and they were charging me like 70 quid a month. And I rang them up and I said, "What's going on here?" Well, we can get this. They were giving me. Well, they were giving me something like I don't know, like for 60 meg or something for like 72 quid. So I rang them up and they said, right, we can put it up to 100 meg. I said, right, I tell you what, Virgin Media said they're going to give me 250 meg or 200 meg, this, that, and other for 35 quid. Can you beat that? They went, no. I went, right, terminate me then.
Don't talk to Vlad. I mean, Vlad has the.
Wanna see what you can do here in Romania with 3 quid?
With what?
Check the chat.
1 second.
Oh, you're 485 meg.
What?
And the upload. Look at the upload.
I know, yeah. What's that? How do you get that? Give me it.
Well, you are 2 hours with a jet away from this kind of internet.
Don't you send me a link over or something?
And he pays nothing, I mean, in comparison to what I pay.
How much is it, lad?
Less than €5, like 4 something.
Up.
Yeah.
Oh my
TV
God.
included.
Have you got a spare bedroom I can live in? Yeah, I'll fetch beers. I'm trading.
And I don't know, maybe this week or maybe the next week I'll get upgraded to the 10 gigabits for €8 or something.
Oh wow, that's unreal.
Yeah, that would be 1.2 of download or something, like bytes and bits, you know?
Yeah. Brilliant. I think most we can get here is it's a gig, but it's bloody it's for business purposes. It's absolutely horrendous price.
Yeah, I mean, I think you heard of Andrew Tate, and I think you know why he did his empire here in Romania, because, I don't know, work is cheap and infrastructure is very good here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm moving country then.
I mean, my Starlink has got 30 at the moment because of the.
30 what?
Megabytes per second.
What, download?
Yeah, download because of the bad
weather. Oh my God!
Yeah,
I'd definitely be strangling Elon Musk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's download. I mean, upload's worse, but that's because of the bad weather. As soon as bad weather comes, it's terrible. But,
I believe that.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be the next best thing, isn't it? Have you got one of them phones yet off of him or no?
No.
Are you going to get one?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Anything I like is that it's sort of it's not government owned. Not that I've got a problem. It's just that I know that you've got some kind of what do you call it? Phone. Somebody to phone if it all falls apart. As the phone lines here are terrible, and the internet here is absolutely terrible. I mean, I get half of that on ADSL here. So yeah.
Yeah, well, we're just doing I'm just doing a speed test to try and show Vlad that I'm getting 200 meg and definitely not getting 200. So yeah, it's
David, could I just ask a quick question about the David bot?
Yes, sure.
You know, in some of the strats where you've got the move to break even, it'll send a signal from TradingView on the bar close.
Yep.
And I'm just using David bot with the APIs.
Yes.
And what do I put in the APIs to get that to work on the exit? Does it have to be a lot of text in there, or can it just be just to close a position?
Normally you just need the email address. Let me have a look, Steve. Just spare me a couple of seconds.
Because I'm not using the tick box. Use David Tech bot. I'm just using the third party the API.
Yep, sure.
Things.
Totally.
For some reason they're not working.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll DM you afterwards, and if you can send me your email address, I'll be able to tell you what the log says. So I'll be able to help you. A bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll DM you. Oh, you've got me on DM anyway, so you can just send me your email address, and that way I can tell you what's in the log.
Sliding into DMs like.
Right. No problem. No problem. For you while you're ill, Steve. Right. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave you all to it unless anybody's got any other questions. Oh. And I hope that I'll get some of these harmonic patterns out, and hopefully we'll get some good results from them, because I certainly would like to get some kind of ABC bot working, and this would be a great alternative if it gives these kind of results. Hopefully I'll get that coded over the weekend. Like I said, also the David Tech bot will have a full month of me coding on it, so that we can add things like Binance, KuCoin, FTX, and things like that to it, and to make it work absolutely seamlessly. Thank you everybody for joining me. I will be back here on Tuesday. I think the next one is for Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday. Be back here on Tuesday. There'll be a video tomorrow. Tomorrow. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Thanks for your time, David.
Thank you, David.
No, thank you very much, everybody. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
And
peace.
Peace. Bye, mate. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you in a bit, everyone.